Why cats always return home even from miles away. Cats have long fascinated humans with their mysterious ability to find their way home even after wandering miles away. Stories of lost cats traveling across unfamiliar terrain, crossing roads, fields, and entire neighborhoods to return to their owners seem almost unbelievable. Yet they occur often enough to make many people wonder how such small animals manage this impressive feat. The phenomenon is commonly referred to as a cat's homing instinct. And while science has not fully explained it, a combination of biological senses, environmental awareness, and emotional attachment likely plays an important role. Understanding why cats are able to return home from such great distances reveals much about their remarkable sensory abilities and their deep connection to the places and people they consider their own. One of the most widely accepted explanations involves a cat's highly developed sense of smell. Compared to humans, cats possess a far more powerful olfactory system, containing millions more scent receptors in their noses. This allows them to detect subtle environmental odors that humans cannot perceive. As cats travel through an area, they may unconsciously memorize scent markers such as vegetation, soil, buildings, and even the lingering smells of animals or humans. When they wander too far from home, these familiar scent trails may guide them back step by step, almost like a natural map made of smell. Even when the journey home covers a long distance, overlapping layers of familiar scents might gradually lead a cat in the right direction. In addition to smell, cats also have an excellent sense of spatial awareness. Animals that spend time roaming outdoors constantly observe their surroundings and build mental maps of the environment. Cats pay close attention to landmarks, the arrangement of streets, fences, trees, and buildings, and they remember how these features connect to one another. Over time, this creates a detailed mental layout of the territory around their home. When a cat finds itself far away, it may navigate by recalling the sequence of landmarks it has previously encountered. This ability is similar to the way some wild animals navigate through their habitats, relying on memory and spatial recognition rather than conscious reasoning. Another theory that scientists have explored involves a cat's sensitivity to the Earth's magnetic field. Research on various animals, including birds, sea turtles, and even some mammals, suggests that they can detect magnetic signals from the planet and use them for orientation. Some researchers believe cats may possess a similar ability, allowing them to sense directional cues that help them maintain a sense of north, south, east, and west. Although evidence for magnetic navigation in cats is still limited, it could partially explain how they manage to travel in the correct direction over long distances, even when familiar landmarks are absent. Hearing may also contribute to this homing ability. Cats have extremely sensitive ears, capable of detecting sounds at frequencies much higher than humans can hear. This acute hearing allows them to pick up distant noises such as traffic patterns, barking dogs, or even familiar human voices. While these sounds alone might not guide a cat across miles of territory, they could provide additional clues about the direction of home once the animal gets close enough. For example, a cat might recognize the sound patterns of its neighborhood and instinctively move toward them. Beyond physical senses, a cat's strong territorial instinct plays a crucial role in motivating the journey home. Cats are naturally territorial animals that form deep attachments to the spaces they consider their domain. Their home territory is not just a place where they sleep. It is an environment filled with familiar smells, safe hiding spots, feeding locations, and social connections. When a cat is displaced far from its territory, returning home becomes a matter of survival and comfort. The instinct to reclaim and protect its territory may drive the cat to keep moving, even through unfamiliar environments. The bond between cats and their owners may also influence this determination to return. While cats are often described as independent creatures, research and everyday experience show that many cats develop strong emotional attachments to the humans who care for them. These bonds are built through daily routines, feeding times, play sessions, grooming, and quiet moments of companionship. For a cat, home is not just a physical place, but also a source of security and familiarity associated with specific people. This emotional connection may strengthen the cat's motivation to find its way back. Another factor that helps cats return home is their patience and persistence. Unlike humans who rely heavily on maps or technology, animals move gradually and constantly gather information from their surroundings. A lost cat may spend days or even weeks traveling slowly, observing scents, sounds, and visual cues that gradually guide it closer to home. Each step may seem small, but over time, these steps form a long journey guided by instinct and sensory awareness. Despite these impressive abilities, it is important to remember that not all cats successfully return home after wandering far away. Environmental dangers, unfamiliar obstacles, and lack of resources can make such journeys extremely difficult. However, the many documented cases of cats traveling long distances to reunite with their owners highlight just how remarkable their instincts and senses truly are. These stories remind us that domestic cats, though living alongside humans, still retain many of the survival abilities of their wild ancestors. In the end, a cat's ability to return home from miles away is likely not the result of a single skill, but rather a combination of many factors working together. Their powerful sense of smell, strong spatial memory, possible magnetic sensitivity, sharp hearing, territorial instincts, and emotional attachment all contribute to a complex navigation system that science is still trying to fully understand. What appears mysterious or almost magical is actually the result of millions of years of evolution shaping animals that are finely tuned to their environment. This extraordinary homing ability is one of the many traits that make cats such fascinating companions. While they may seem quiet and mysterious on the surface, their minds and senses are constantly gathering information from the world around them. And when circumstances take them far from the place they belong, these abilities can guide them across remarkable distances, bringing them back to the familiar door, the familiar scent, and the familiar human who calls it home.